he beat the 76ers.
Was it recent?
Yeah, it was recent. It was the game when he broke Will Chamberlain's record.
You know what? I don't think I actually watched the highlights for that one. I think I seen the highlight of him breaking it, but I don't think I seen the actual game.
Dude, I have that one recorded, bro. We're gonna have to watch like the last
the little
second
snippet.
half.
Stupid. Like, you know I'm down.
Huh?
Yeah.
The Sixers?
Yeah.
The recent one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where he fucked his brother up after the first quarter.
Yeah.
See, I've seen some of the highlights, but I haven't seen the whole thing.
Bro, he wound up finishing with 48. Like, and like 8 or 11 of those was like down in the stretch to like seal the game. You know what I mean? Like,
so Euro, what's it called? A Warriors fan. So,
yeah.
I think it was the Rockets. It was like a couple years ago. Rockets vs Warriors, where James Harden game them niggas.
Which one?
You know what I'm talking about?
Because you talking about the one that you said that Bryce was there?
Bryce, my brother was there. That's crazy. That was the Warriors, right?
Yeah, it was.
It was. They played all the time. They played. I feel like they would always be in the Western Championship.
James hit some.
James hit some.
Looked at them niggas. Low-key and that one.
Steph, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was a low-key and that one too. And he clapped. They didn't call that shit, and he still hit that shit.
Yeah.
Gamed it. That's it.
That's the thing about Steph too, though. He has hella experience. He's like fat L's, major dubs. You know. What I mean?
You know,
like,
it comes with that level though. He's at that level.
Exactly,
He's at that
like,
level where it's like you're so high up, you're gonna face some people that are up there with you.
Battle tested,
and it's gonna come down to the small moments. Bruh. No, that was so sad seeing people down, bro. Like, Clay's one of my favorites, and to see him down,
dude, I was so heartbroken when he got hurt. Like,
I know.
Right before the season, dude, I was excited. I was like, bet, like we have like the OG trio again. You know what I mean? With some like promising youngins.
Yeah, because it's like I want to see. I like how. No disrespect to Clippers, but I like how, you feel me, the Warriors, y'all had that streak, and to me it was kind of like, you know, that I fuck with it. Like, we'll have this battle then. Let's have this battle, because, you know, the Clippers, they don't worry about the Clippers, bro. They be doing okay, I guess, and then they just fall off.
Bro,
so.
I don't know what happens with them, dude. Like,
it's just like, bro, it's the universe. They just not.
It's weird though.
They need LeBron. Put LeBron anywhere.
It says like years ago, somebody got kicked out of the game, and they put a curse on the Clippers. I love
the urban legend though. That's funny. Hey, probably, bro, because they really come up short consistently. Like, that's their shit. Consistently, bro. Like, stacked. Great teams. Yeah, not always, but like recently, since Chris Paul and Blake.
Lob City, like.
Since Lob City.
It's been so.
They've
needed something, but they have something they needed.
Yeah.
And they just can't. Like,
why? I'm like.
Yo, what about like Paul George's like choke job he did like in the bubble?
You know,
dude, that was really.
It was. I don't like the bubble. Was kind of, to me. I love the bubble. I love how they pulled it off. It's cool, all that. But I feel like I'm not gonna really like the bubble year. Like, even though my team took it, you know, so I'm proud they took it. But like, I feel like it was one of those kind of like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because a lot going on, bro.
So
the world is dying around people and shit. Everybody going crazy, and they trying to still make this NBA thing work. Like, it's a lot. So you feel me? Like, I can't. Anybody choking, it's like there's a lot going on. You feel me? You can't just think that they just super focus on basketball when the world is literally in a state of chaos. You feel me? Like, they're professionals. They're able to pull it off.
But still, they still.
But just imagine the layers of pressure from just being us and we going through a pandemic. Now they're going through a pandemic, but they also trying to make their money, all that shit.
Yeah, that was.
But PG, bro, he be choking shit.
He almost did, huh?
He almost did. I would have loved him. Hey, I don't care about none of that. I would have loved him. You feel me? On the Lakers.
He's still balling right now.
Oh God, he is. Oh God, he is, bro. It's PG, bro. He that man.
That talk shit. We Laker fans.
Exactly. Yeah, you feel me? He fucked up. I know exactly. You feel me? He went to Pete Knight. I went to Pete Knight.
And then he went to Fresno State.
And he went to Fresno State.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, PG, he cool, bro. Like, he a hometown hero. He a hometown hero.
Yeah, that's facts.
Because PG's nasty, bro. That boy nasty. Just because he done choked.
I hope they can do it though.
I don't.
Him and Kawhi.
Nope.
Where are they at? Like,
they're gonna end up, if they're gonna do it, they're gonna need somebody else. They're not big enough in the paint. That's like a huge lack for them. Who's gonna stop AD? Like, that's really.
And Drummond.
Yeah.
What about Utah right now?
Them boys, it's just Utah.
Nasty. They're number one right now. Yeah.
Nah, they doing their thing. Donovan Mitchell. Man, we used to have this conversation where people hating on Donovan Mitchell as a family that was not messing with him. I was like, hey, it is what it is, but hey, that boy is a monster. I'm like,
Ernest was hating on him when they came back.
I know.
50 in the playoffs. I said, what? How do you hate on that? He was like, okay, that game was close.
Bro, no, they Donovan Mitchell, bro. That latest cross he had, bro, when he was caught the screen, bro, when he stepped back, I was like, come on, that man is flawless, bro. That jumper is perfect. I was like, yeah, no, Donovan's crazy.
And athletic, and
that's what I'm saying. So the league is different right now. I like that. I like that there's teams that have not been in those. You feel me? Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? They ain't been in the limelight since Steve Nash.
Chris Paul's just like. He's just doing it right now.
He's golden,
bro.
and that's why they didn't let him come to the Lakers, because they know that we would have fucked people up if he would have came with Kobe. If they would have allowed that trade.
Do we know what like their like statement is about like why that happens?
Bro, what's the other?
Do we have any answers for that?
David Stern, bro. We don't know. We were just talking about this shit because I was like, David Stern, they should do a 30 for 30 for that. Because I'm like, bro, why?
That should be.
They should do a 30-30.
Like just a mini episode, like a mini series.
Come on.
Kevin Durant go to the Warriors. That are already crazy and breaking records.
I was like, why did he specifically block that? I always wanted to know. It's forever going to haunt me.
I'm just gonna Google this real quick.
It's forever going to haunt me, bro, because it's
just
like,
to see what they're
why?
saying.
Why would you not allow Chris Paul in such a prime Chris Paul to come with Kobe? But then look at now. Look at Brooklyn, bro. Look at Brooklyn right now.
Yeah.
But even before then,
shit's ridiculous.
LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul.
Brooklyn has Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin. And we couldn't get Chris Paul? Come on, bro. There's a conspiracy going on here, and I need a 30 for 30. I need it. I'm just saying, I need it.
Yeah, I want to know why that was.
Yeah, there's no way they should have vetoed that shit. Those are just hating. I was hating. That's hating. Cause they were like, Chris Paul's too much. Cause you, like you said, bro, now he on Phoenix. Now Phoenix going dumb. And Devin's been going dumb and needed some help. Now they gave him a veteran point guard so he could ease up on having to, instead of having to control, he just gotta get his buckets, because Chris Paul could do the rest. I mean, in terms of facilitating, getting people going. So now he could just focus on just scoring. I'm like, come on, yo. Chris is
who'd be another good fit for Phoenix?
Like another.
You don't gotta be a superstar.
No, I'm just thinking. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
So they have guard.
They
have decent big. They have some
decent
young
big.
bigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aiden big as hell. Yeah. That boy he's a problem.
That's a big three, you'll say.
Yeah.
What about like a Drew Holiday or a Middleton?
Oh, like a stretch.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Another spray at the floor.
Yeah.
Crazy.
For sure, that would be.
I was watching Middleton play earlier.
He's so smooth.
He's so
smooth
nasty,
as butter.
dude. He plays
Smooth
like
butter.
so smart, bro. Like he reads the court.
Nothing's extra. Like there's like everything he does is just like fundamental.
Yeah, it's so slick.
Mellow boy.
Terrible year.
Scary Terry, but I'm thinking of them as like in the beginning when they was really cooking. But we was like, yo, why are we really watching the Hornets? Like it was like Hornets versus somebody, and I'm like, Hornets versus such and such. I ain't never in my life, bro, ever. But I respect that because I think LaMelo
plays a fun game, like a fun brand of basketball.
He's playing this current, like, you know. Yeah,
he's like
that's just where the league is going. Yeah, because this upcoming draft of guards, this next. I think it's about to get sick, bro. Yeah. There's about to be young people like Melo coming to the league, and they're gonna be sauce, and people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" But Melo, people are like, "Oh, he's gonna, you know." Yeah. Melo out there tearing them boys up.
He's been doing this since high school.
But I'm like, he plays like this. It's built for this.
Been like this.
Yes.
Look at his boy's life, his mixtape and stuff.
All that shit.
It's the same now. It's just at a whole different level. It's crazy.
We were screaming, bro, when he that first matchup with Lonzo. Time running down. I didn't see it. Time running down. He said, "Clear out him versus Big Brother." Him versus Big Bro. He said, he says, call for the little screen. He's looking, step back, closed out, block for the time running down. I was
For
like,
the game?
no, not for a game.
Oh,
for like, I think it was going in half or some shit. But it was just like, you know, that moment, bro. They used to do that shit in the backyard all the time. But now doing it for millions.
In front of everyone, like,
and you like, oh, that's my big brother. Oh, I got this nigga. Hold on.
In the NBA, that was like, that's a dream.
Yes, it's a dream.
Yeah,
yeah. So I'm excited. I love the Hornets. I love just seeing Melo, and then Miles Bridges, and of course you said Scary Terry. But Miles Bridges, that nigga's a 2K player.
What about D'Aron Foxx? Where D'Aron Foxx make the most noise?
I don't know. He got to get out of Sacramento, bro. He has to get out of Sacramento.
Yeah, he does.
He's been in Sac. Just honestly, I forget about that man sometimes, and I see him and get excited because I'm like, oh,
like having
Foxx.
deja vu with like Boogie Cousins. Like he's having almost the same exact career as Boogie Cousins. Like he's just destroying Sac, and if he waits any longer, it's gonna be kind of, you know, the Heat with Jimmy. He'd be kind of nice on the Heat.
Because Dragic is getting a little older.
Brooklyn?
Just give him anybody. Just give him everybody. Brooklyn, bro. And they just picked up that one dude. That dude overseas you was talking about.
What about
it's crazy
over there with Giannis?
Man, honestly, as much as I love Giannis on the Bucks, I feel like I don't want him out of there.
You think he needs to leave?
Eventually. He gonna keep losing, and then he gonna leave regardless. But
the Knicks?
Oh my God! Please don't, because they're just cursed though. And they're
break it though.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. The Knicks are just cursed, bro. Yeah, you feel me? Some teams they just don't. The Knicks is them boys, because they be struggling. No, you guys do, of course. They have D Rose right now, or is he somewhere else now? Where's D Rose at right now?
D Rose?
I think he might be on the Knicks.
I think he's on the Knicks though.
I think so.
I can't remember.
I don't remember either. I know wherever he's at, he's doing good though.
Oh yeah, I know. I haven't seen him. I seen a video recently. I guess Trae Young. Something happened with Trae Young. Trae Young's like ankle or knee or some shit. Yeah, and then I guess they like, you know, they were playing against D Rose, and D Rose was like all emotional, and I was like, I'm already knowing. He probably seen that and probably broke down.
Yeah.
Because them injuries, boy. No joke. Dude, and this shit, people don't understand, like, when you actually, because that to me was the first time I really was injured. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've broken my hand, but like, I felt like from that injury, like I haven't felt the same since that. Yeah, like I haven't felt.
The ankle just still isn't.
My ankle still gets super locked up, and I be trying to exercise, which I do every day, do little drills and stuff they taught at Greenville, but it ain't the same. You know what I mean? I be like, ooh, tight.
Do you have any other like aches or bruises that like left over from
hooping?
From hooping and shit?
Oh, you already know, bruh. Bro, you remember? You know what I was thinking about the other day, bro? You remember when we had like, it was the start of senior like pre-games and stuff, and we had that first little game for preseason, and it was like at that school, and me and Rakim collided, and I fell and hit my back.
This was the beginning of the year?
Very beginning senior season, bro.
Was it at that tournament when our first game?
It was like our very first one. We were late a little bit, and they was like, get on the court. It was like 2 courts.
And we like got smacked that game, remember?
It was just weird. It was just
it was our first time. Like, it was pretty strange.
I was like, damn, but
that was when you hurt it?
No, that's when I hurt my back. And it's like, and I still, to this day, like ever since I fell and messed my back up, that my back still be hurting. Yeah. People like, you young, you 24. I'm like, yeah, but I played hard. I played years, bro. I've been playing since I was a kid, bro. Like, so I'm like, come on, bro. I'm like,
you had some nasty falls too, because you'd be in the air, dude.
I'd be in the air. You know, I'd be trying to block people and shit.
Yeah.
You trying to
tell them about 8th grade when I tried to pick.
Oh my God, me and this dude Blake, we had like a little fast break. We were in the same middle school, you feel me? So we was on a team, and we was in practice scrimmaging, and like it was a fast break, and Blake was hawking me, like, you know, trying to get the block, and I seen him, and I already knew. I was like, I'm gonna fake, I'm gonna reverse pivot and get a layup. You know what I'm saying? I know you're gonna fall for the fake.
Yeah.
I did it, but instead of turning, thinking into being open, I turned right into his knee, and I just like, wow, and he flipped, and he like fell. I was on the ground, and our coach got us up, and he was like, practice is over. Everybody just go to the locker room. Y'all go home. Me and Blake just like.
I thought he was just gonna try to go up for it, so I came on his outer side. And he just turned
And I was thinking he was gonna go on the inside for the block, so I was like this, and then I turned and just right into him. I was like, oh no. Maybe he's just not paying attention. No, and I love faking and stuff. He do it. He tried to get his little block. You know what I'm saying? Almost killed us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That must have hurt though, like, bitch.
Oh god.
The
practice was over, literally.
Wait, so what year was this?
8th grade.
8th grade.
Middle school, bro. Middle school, bro.
Middle school basketball was different.
It was so different.
I remember we going to like those little like those little practices at 6 a.m. We would have 6 a.m.s. You show up and you do little
form shooting
and just little stuff. And then you'd go to class at like 7:40 or whatever.
Smooth.
It's like that was like how you get ball in as a middle schooler. It's just hella funny.
Bro, the classics though. It's the early work.
How did you guys' school do it? I know we had like an A team and a B team.
We just had 7th and 8th grade, and
that's pretty much what it was though. It was like I think it was 6th and 7th, and then 8th graders.
Oh, then
I think that's how it.
So ours was just split up by grade, and then like you had the league, and then like same schedule and everything. It just was just 2 different games, and like we was some cocky boys because 7th grade we went undefeated.
Oh shit!
Yeah, 7th grade you
were killing people, or they like?
Oh yeah, we was beating the shit out of people. We had so many. Our squad was so deep. I still know all the homies from. You feel me? We still be talking smack, but like 7th grade we undefeated, and 8th grade we was just same thing, almost undefeated. But we had a rougher 8th grade. But I think I don't even remember. I think we lost the 8th grade championship. I can't remember, but. Yeah, so he was.
Do you have any epic battles that would go on through that?
Oh yeah, I mean Blake gonna fight.
A full fist fight? Cleared the benches?
I was on the fast break. I look back and everybody's just like.
8th grade.
I was like, oh, what's going on?
My biggest regret. We were killing them too.
He said we was killing them too.
Yeah, we were killing the team.
Oh my god,
dude! I remember we went to like a semifinals in like the little like middle school tournament.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like,
and like we were up 1 with like 5-8 seconds left or some shit, and then they're coming off. They're inbounding the ball.
Yeah.
This dude catches it like at the very like corner, like barely anything, and launches it. And fucking hits that bitch, bro. And they beat us by 2, dude. And I think they wound up winning like the middle school championship. And we're like,
they had a Mighty Duck season. That
shit was crazy. Especially as a kid, like you're so just like dramatic about it. You're like, what the fuck? Like now when I think about it, it's just like looks like a fucking like a movie in my head.
Oh my god. Slow mo.
It's like.
At least y'all by that.
Yeah, it's true. I say that all the time. I would rather go out by a buzzer beater than get blown out.
Getting blown out's a big game suck.
Getting blown out hurt, but getting blown out hurts. Like
it sucks.
Getting blown out to me, it's like
especially if it's a big
they just
have you ever
made us their little bitches. Like I hate that. Yeah.
Because I remember we got blown out on. Because there's high school like sectionals or whatever, and then you go into state.
Yeah.
Every year we'd get into state, just get mollywopped.
State was tough.
Just get killed. And we're like, fuck. I think the closest we ever got was like 12. And then the one after that, I think we lost like 25, dude. Like, we were just no match at all.
It seems to be crazy.
Yeah.
That was a great time. That was a great time though. It was a great time. High school, all that hooping.
It was some big high school in LA. It was like Doc Rivers, not Doc Rivers. What's the old head coach of the Lakers? There was a couple. Mike Brown? Yeah, his son was playing on the crazy high school team. They blew us up by 40. Everybody was like,
yeah.
Shakes, I forgot what high school was. It was some big high school. It wasn't Alameda. It was some big high school.
He said he wasn't Alameda. Man. Alameda. I remember he was at Alameda.
Well, let me intro this shit, dude.
That's fine. Let's do it.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sitdown podcast, dude. And we have a special one over here for you guys. If you are listening to this audio-wise, I encourage you to go to the video. Dude, you have to be my new guest right here, dude. This has been wanting to happen for what, like?
Man, this has been in the works. We've been waiting
like a couple of years before I even had a podcast.
Man, for real, just because exactly.
Like, but I'm glad it happens, dude. I'm glad we got to do it because sometimes like those big like things where it's like you say you're always gonna do this, like oh yeah, we're gonna do that trip, we're gonna go over here, you know what I mean? But like for it to actually happen,
it's special.
Yeah, because there's a lot of plans that just like fall to the creeks and like just you know what I mean, just never happen.
Never. But man, it's beautiful seeing this. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, I got to see us, just back in college, just getting it, grinding, learning, hustling, and just to see this, man, is beautiful. I don't like the setup. This is a setup right here.
Yeah, dude, and I'm glad you got to see it, man.
Sounds smart.
So let me finally introduce my guest here. He's a longtime college. We met in college. Longtime best friend. Known each other for fucking almost coming on 5 years now, something like that.
Like 2017, yeah.
So yeah, man, I introduced Sir Sias, Josias, to the Sitdown podcast, man.
Hey, it's a blessing, bro.
How you doing? How you feeling, bro?
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? It's always, man, it's a pleasure. This linkage, they don't know. It's something smooth.
Legendary link.
It's legendary. They're so smooth. They don't know about the smooth, man. But this is a smooth link, bro. This has been in the works, and it feels good to be here, man.
Bro, and we got Christian and Santi rolling through, bro.
It's just gonna be a great day.
Like, whoa. And we have a fridge full of
Modelos.
Hey. Bro, and a crown handle.
It's gonna be a great night.
Damn, dude, I'm sorry. I'm feel bad for them.
That oh God, they're like, damn, nigga, let me look, but you cannot get the pen. No pen for you.
They're probably like, dude, why'd you hop on a podcast and just tell us all that?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Good, it's a sit down. You know what I'm saying? We haven't sat. Sit down, baby. This is what we here for. They don't know. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be.
But so how's it been since we graduated? Like, what was like,
man,
the little journey that happened there? Because I know we talked and I kind of have an idea.
Yeah, we stay disconnected.
Get this, from when we graduated. Because we graduated at different times.
We didn't like a semester off.
I forgot
because I had to do that last semester. I was like, damn, it wasn't the worst. It's part of the journey. So it all adds up. I loved it. Got to take my last class with Coach Barber. That was hilarious. But it was, man, it's been great. So after graduation, just took a year off and just stayed in Greenville, in Illinois, and just worked. Man, I was grinding, working, man, grinding, saving up, applying for my master's programs. Got one, got a couple, but Clark Atlanta. So right now, getting my master's, Clark Atlanta University. Dude. You know what I'm saying?
It's
I love
crazy
it.
That you're supposed all the way in Atlanta.
Man, I'm in LA. And at first semester, I was still in Illinois. So they're just like, you just all over the place. I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you were supposed to go over there though, right?
I was, COVID. And to me, that's the craziest part about just the effects of COVID. Is like there's certain realms when it first happened, I was just like, it's not gonna affect this and this and this. It may affect these things, just naive. And then 5-6 months in, I'm like, oh yeah, this is finna change everything. Dude. So it was a process, a different process with COVID, but just stayed on it. Had to, you know how we do.
Bro, you always gotta stay on your feet, man. You always gotta dribble with your head up.
You gotta dribble, bro. You missing the assist, bro. Yeah. So we got it in, man. Got it in for a little bit, but so that's what we on right now. Back home in Cali, feels good. Got to pull up on my guy.
Hell yeah, bro. This is a fun time. Okay. We wouldn't be able to do this,
man.
if you were in Atlanta. So
that's what I'm saying.
Like one door closes, another one opens.
Man, this is exactly, and that's that's what people. They're quick doors.
Quick.
That's the thing,
you can miss
bro.
them all.
They're quick
that's what's
doors.
Crazy. They don't just
you don't jump on it. You know what that reminds me of too when we went to Toronto, because it's quick doors. It'd be moments in life where it's just like you see a little opportunity, you like,
we gotta take it.
Let me just take it real quick.
Yeah.
And then it takes you on a journey you didn't even know.
Mission.
Little side, you know bro. I mean? You feel me some smooth, man. Go mess around. Go to Toronto,
bro. That Toronto trip was lit.
What? Bro, I want to know. We should have tracked the miles, bro. We should have tracked the miles because we was walking all over Toronto.
Literally, like
there was no space.
Like we did like probably like a 20-mile radius, just like all like one section, just fucking walking through everything. It was
OVO
crazy how
store,
close everything was, though.
Everything.
It wasn't though.
Yeah, no, we were moving,
but it wasn't that bad.
but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
I think like their downtown, it was,
I feel like we really got to see the city doing it that way.
man,
You know
because
what
it
I mean?
was anywhere we wanted to go.
Yeah. Do you remember when we like walked through like Little Chinatown and Jamaica Town, and then like
yes,
there was one more, and then you came to the table, the block over, and it was just like you're back in Toronto, but it literally felt like
you was in a whole new place.
Yes.
I was like, but see, it's cool because like growing up in LA, like we had Chinatown or whatever and stuff, but that was different. Like the fact that like I felt like I was in a whole like switching, not just cities or states, but a whole just switch up a block away.
Yeah,
like it was crazy because it had the little Kingston. That's what it was.
Kingston. Yes, bro. And it was just like, people were like driving all crazy on the road. Like you had like the people on little motorcycles.
They was moving. They was from there.
Streets.
They was just moving.
The little markets were all over the place. You're
Dude, we were just like, oh dang.
Everything was just moving all fast. Like,
and then we hit the little corner, and then it's just you back to just
you're like
downtown Toronto. You like, oh shit, goddamn.
Like the change was crazy. Like I think I've only experienced like an immersive like thing like that was in like probably like just like theme parks. You know, like in theme parks,
yeah,
because it feels like you're like
that's
actually,
a
like,
very
like a wonderland.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. You switch and it'd be feeling. Yeah, you really feel immersed.
It's authentic. Like you just have buildings around and people are there too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That was a good connection,
dude. I want to go to Harry Potter World.
Is that
in Star Wars Land too, dude?
Where?
That's in Disneyland now.
Oh,
yeah, dude.
Oh.
It looks pretty lit.
It does sound lit. Both of those sound lit.
Potter, dude.
Fan of both. Excuse me.
I don't know how they could do all that, dude. Have you ever been to Disney World?
Yeah. Yeah. When it was cool, man. When I was like around 9, I think. My grandma took us on the Disney cruise. So they went to like Orlando and all that. It was cool.
Damn.
Yeah. It was
what
sick.
age was that?
I think I was like 9, 9 or 10, and we did that.
How'd you like flying as a kid? Was it like an exciting experience, or was it like
I never really had a problem with flying, and that to me, not that I didn't. No, it was crazy when I was young. It just depended, like, cause I remember we went to Jamaica. I was probably like 11.
You talking about this.
Yeah, we went to Jamaica a couple times, but those flights to Jamaica, them planes were little. Them things had so much turbulence. So those rides were, I ain't gonna cap. I was sitting in the seat like, I hope this is worth it. You feel me? Like, what the, like, you 11, I'm just like, I don't want to die on this plane. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think other than that, we used to fly, and I'm used to it now.
Yeah, it was cool when we first went over there. It felt like we're like being on planes was kind of regular, you know what I mean? Because you would fly there, fly back, fly there, fly back. You know what I mean? So it was like, it was just kind of smooth. You were able to just like get in, get out, like knew how it works. Exactly, and that's and I got to do this dope. It was like after my freshman year of college. I worked with my big brother this street ball. It's like a street ball thing called Ball Up. Yeah, dude. Now that's what really got me like the flying bug. That's what bit me, because it was just dope. Like they had us, our expenses and stuff were paid for, so I'm not worried about these flights. They're just sending me on them, and every week and a half, we would fly to like a new state and get the tickets. Sell the tickets, get the people, and then the team would come in. So we were just selling tickets. But everything else was just I got to see like that summer. I got to see like 7 different states. Just hell yeah, flying around. Tickets, bro. I was just like, well, did you sell them, or are you just handing them out? No, here's the craziest part. We didn't have to sell them. We didn't even have to sell them. They didn't even cost nothing. It literally, our job was just to get people in there, right? Letting people know. Yeah, and then they would be like, oh, but we had to sell it. You know what I'm saying? We even though we didn't have to pay, we had to sell it. It was just like, pull it up on YouTube, like, this is what our games look like, and they see the gyms and they see the people throwing lobs and windmilling, and they're like, oh my, and these is gonna get us in. I'm like, these will get you in for free. Literally, you just gotta come, and people come and be packed. That's like real face-to-face marketing right there. Man, you feel me? You guys, that's the guerrilla warfare. That's out there. You out there, man. That's like I envision that to be like if you were to show up at a place, that's like the human way of getting an email.
Man, you just
like you out there just like being a human email, dude. Like just popping up and you like the video and shit.
He said you got
you
mail.
ever seen that movie? What was it? Fucking, I think it's Wreck-It Ralph.
I love that movie.
When it was like, hey, you want to win $1, right? You want to win this?
Oh yeah.
This? And they would hit it and and it just sends them off into like the website.
Yes, when they went into that was the concept wise, dude, that was sick. That
was like a great way of like showing what like how the internet works.
Yeah, for sure.
Be, you know what I mean?
What it would be like if it was like perspective wise, like that was dope because it for sure do be like that. But I
think that's a slept on movie, dude.
It has to be in terms of
kid movies.
Yeah, but I think kid movies have like art at that. Most do.
What did you think about Soul?
Oh, you know me. You know me, bro. Me and my girl watched that, dude. And I was so like we got smoked our little bowls. We got ready for it, and then we chilled and watched it, and I was just like, the mess just. Oh man, and to me it's like I'm a grown man, but people are like kid. And like it's a kids movie, but like you have to understand that these aren't kids writing these movies. Yeah, these are adults. So there's actual themes and messages. Exactly. Even though it's written for kids, so that they can see it premature and get that concept in their head. It's like a seed that's gonna grow on them. But we have the benefit of being like, wow, like this is a deep message, and maybe guide them through that message. Yeah, But
that's a good way to put it because it's almost that's like a good way to like. Talking points for your kid,
man. Just to ask them because we used to all the time. Mom asked us, like, how'd you feel about it? Just what do you think? What are your thoughts? Just to see what we're taking from things. But Soul, that thing got some layers, boy. They had some powerful messaging in that movie. It was deep.
That was just like magnificent writing.
Jamie Foxx,
like holy.
Love Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx executed that role too.
He's just so goated. Jamie Foxx is a goat. He's
listen when you listen to Jamie Foxx, like he's just like so talented and like
so talented,
charismatic, like
for sure.
The way he can just jump in and out of like his roles he's ever done. Like I was listening to a podcast when he got on with All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and I like Steve Jackson.
Yep,
he was on. There's an episode with them. And it's like
I gotta watch that.
It's so good, bro, because like they're talking with Jamie Foxx and they're just bullshit and stuff, and Jamie Foxx will just be talking, and then next thing you know he'll jump into like the Ray Charles, and you just hear Ray Charles, and you're like, bro,
that's
like,
so crazy.
And then at one point he just kind of like
that's my favorite.
He's kind of like scatting, bro, and like he's just like way he's just doing. You're like, bro, what
talent,
the fuck, dude?
Bro,
like that's crazy, like
talent. That man can play the piano
because he's about to be
sing.
There's about to have
he's a host.
Mike Tyson. He's playing Mike Tyson.
Never seen him like preview it or talk.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
I'm like,
whoa. That too in that podcast.
Whoa. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
They gonna put some 2022 special effects in.
Probably. They're probably gonna make him look like a young like.
Cause I'm like, there is no training that Jamie Foxx could do to have the build of Mike Tyson.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
Like Will Smith when he did Muhammad Ali. Like. I don't know. Like Muhammad Ali's not like super crazy, yokes. Like it was like a smooth. I think that was a smooth. But Jamie Foxx, I'm like, how he gonna? Mike is look like a.
He'll probably get eyes.
Like as a monster.
A little fit and shit, but
he gonna have to. But they gonna add some sauce. Yeah, they gonna have to.
Yeah.
Mike is crazy.
Yeah.
Every time I see Mike, I just think of this. His head bobbing left and right. He's crazy.
Like. I never really watched Mike.
You should, because to me I had to go back because I was like, what's the hype? You feel me?
I've seen some of his like more famous knockouts.
We wasn't of age to really watch him box. So like when they was talking about Mike, I was like, no cap, I didn't really know much about his actual career until Hangover when he was on there, and I was
that was big for him for sure because that was me too.
Yeah, and that was huge because
new generation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't get to watch him fight, but when I watched that movie and like it was like, oh, even Mike Tyson, he's a famous boxer. I like looked it up. You feel me? Just going on some like, oh, you got enough money to have a tiger. Like I want to see what you was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, sheesh. What? That man is a mobile refrigerator. That man's crazy.
Did you see when he did to that one dude's eye when he punched him?
No.
Street fight?
I see that.
In the street
he has
fight?
a podcast now.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And his grandchildren.
And this just kills me. This just kills me because it's like, how accurate Bernico was in this.
The podcasting game. He got podcasting right.
He was like, podcast is gonna be. This is he's like, it's emerging.
Yeah.
And now seeing that everybody's doing podcasts.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle actually just started a podcast, but he's gonna be up behind a paywall.
Why he look like Slick Rick? He ugly. No, I seen it from here. Oh yeah. Oh, he look like Rick James.
He look like Rick James.
He got a perm and shit. He probably his juices probably flew off his Jerry Crow when he got hit. Probably was all messed up, boy. He would pick a bar fight with Mike Tyson.
Like how'd you knew you recognized him too?
You look real familiar.
I don't think it was a
Mike was probably like, yo.
press conference or something like that.
Oh, it was some like normal shit. Oh, okay.
It was a boxer or something like
I was about to say, sheesh, what's wrong with people?
Yeah.
I never.
I would never.
No, you gotta know your field, baby. Know what you good at, know what you're not. And boxing with Mike Tyson's probably not a good idea. You feel me? Like,
Probably one of his strong suits.
anything, exactly, like aggravating. That's like, yeah, biting off ears and shit. Like, that's, like,
Bro, he really did that though, huh?
like here's another one. Like, I'm not messing with Dennis Rodman. I'm not. This man is close with other countries' leaders and shit. Like, I'm not North Korea. Like, I'm not messing with Dennis.
Who else? Who else? Another? The Rock?
Yep, that's another one.
That's a walking stair.
Just off of, no, I ain't messing with him.
Pure like,
I ain't messing with him.
he's a beast.
I'm not messing with him.
60.
He gonna, yeah, he I'm gonna play all them movies with them guns and shit. You gonna see some real guns, cause I'm not fighting you.
Would you rather fight Mike Tyson or The Rock? If you had to shoot.
Mike
Probably The
Tyson
Rock.
now, or
The Rock.
I'm taking The Rock. I'm gonna try to get behind him. His back can't. I'm gonna be trying to punch a nigga in the back of the head.
I think he tried to. He was almost an NFL player, or he made the team, or made a team, or something like that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, he was a DN for Miami.
Oh,
Yeah, but I say you probably couldn't even.
Bro, he deserves a movie.
Oh yeah,
or
like
a documentary.
Yeah.
Or
What are those?
something.
What do they call them? They call them like biopics or something.
Something
Something like that when they do the
he
movies.
needs
of people.
one of those.
He
bro,
does
because his story is like, I don't know his story up until WWE, but I know there's like
Yeah.
like he went to college. He was a D1 like tight or DN, and then like somehow he wound up in wrestling, and then from wrestling like he just became the biggest wrestler. Boom, he jumps in a few like low budget movies here and there. Pops up a little bit. You hear him, you're like, okay, like Scorpion King maybe. Like, was he in The Mummy? He kind of came on The Mummy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like slow rolls, slow rolls, and then just like. Boom, he's Fast and the Furious. Like, he's fighting fucking, what's his name? Kong? He fights like with the biggest white bear. Like,
no, and
bro.
have y'all seen the one he's in with the he has like a prosthetic leg? But he's still flying around and flipping off buildings and killing people. I said,
you know what the worst Rock
I said with the
movie is?
prosthetic, I said, y'all, I love it though. You just go for
like
it.
a fucking super soldier, huh? That one might have been G.I. Joe. Wasn't he a G.I. Joe?
No, he probably was. I think he was, but no, that was a whole other one. Like, he legit had the movie was about, like, he was like a normal kind of person. He wasn't like really I don't know, but he had a prosthetic leg, bro.
Yeah.
And one of them legs was not real. And this man legit is explosions hanging from sky. Oh, that is called Skyscraper.
Oh,
Trying to save his family. It was crazy. Yes, bro.
That's a solid action movie, though.
No, it is. But I was just
crazy,
weak that the whole movie he going crazy.
Bro, he's Thor.
progression, man. It's crazy.
Yo, this man got the prosthetic.
Have you the worst Rock movie though of all time is it's the one where he's like a dad and he's a trucker. I think
He's a trucker?
he's a truck driver.
I ain't seen that one.
Oh.
I thought you were talking about the one that he's played a football player and he had the little daughter. You know, a bunch of shit. He got a bunch of movies. Yeah, there was one. He was like a professional football player, and he had a little daughter sprang on him. He was trying to take care of her.
Tooth Fairy or some shit. No, he was in a fairy hall. He was just a dad. There was one
I
where
think
he's
he
a
was
Tooth
just
Fairy.
he's in a bunch of shit. Look, he everywhere. He got all this stuff. Oh my god, all this stuff. But I'm like,
I don't know if it's this one. I don't know. This one's called.
So how do y'all feel about wrestling? Like WWE?
I don't watch it at all.
I mean, I respect it. I never was a fan.
Whose career would you rather have?
Yeah, it's cool flips and stuff. I respect it.
Yeah,
That's
they're
why I
acrobats.
respect the act of it. Like, it's dope.
They really gotta land their shit.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
they're
there is
professionals.
some talent to it.
No,
for sure.
I never
Like,
doubted that.
It's a fake.
I'm just like, wait, so this is all scripted? I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no.
It's really just badass stunts is what you're
Yeah,
watching.
that's cool.
Really love it.
Oh yeah,
Well, they get into storylines and
Yeah,
shit. Like,
Yeah.
people really love it. It's like
Yeah, I can't do wrestling.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
The key is storyline, honestly. Like for anything, like if you can get something to have a storyline,
That
like
is true.
you're golden. Because like
Yeah.
we're just like have
People
a
love
natural,
following it. Yeah,
we have like a natural need to like want to listen to story.
that is very true.
You know, like
That's very true.
a lot of our lessons we pick
That's
up
a-
through story.
That's a history thing right there. That's
Yeah.
a history gem for sure. Just because a lot before people was writing, you know, a lot of history is oral.
Yeah,
People pass down traditions, you know, really
Campfire stories.
and people be like, oh, but no,
that's learning. Think
Yeah.
about it. Like that's how you get taught anything.
yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, it's like and people, you know, a lot of people would be like, oh, that's, you know,
Yeah.
primitive. I guess, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, just because we live in a certain era and we do things a certain way,
Yeah.
doesn't mean you have to, you know, diminish things like that. Because to me, it's like, hey, if you're really good at passing it on and
Exactly.
keep, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
good, you don't have to worry about it being destroyed.
Exactly.
Unless you're going to destroy the people, you know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
now, today, knowledge and information in general, books and the internet, any of that could be destroyed. Then what? And
Exactly.
where's the access? You can't tell nobody. You don't know it. You know what I'm saying?
And you also
no one
remember
told you.
more through a story. You
Yeah.
remember. You're more likely to
Stories,
remember
yeah,
stories
because-
than,
exactly, yes,
a
that's
set
how our
of
brains
facts
work.
and all that stuff. You know
Exactly.
what I
Our
mean?
just brains work like that.
And like that's actually a good point because I've learned a lot about fishing without ever picking up anything.
Crazy.
You know, what I mean? I'm just talking to my dad, talking to my brother. They'll show me. We'll go out and fish, and then or I'll go out fish by myself, and I'll go fish with my girl and stuff, and just all that.
Love fishing.
And I'll call my brother, call my dad. Just we're just talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
learning it just literally through that, like no other like means.
Yeah,
You know, and that's just through like word of mouth.
it's love.
It's wild.
It is wild. It is
What
wild.
type of learner do you think you are? Are you like a hands-on learner, or can you hear it and know it?
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody has their
So it's a certain.
everybody has their different learning strengths.
I feel like I'm both. I have to be
Yeah.
hands-on and do it.
Yeah, I think that's honestly like a natural way of consuming. Well, at least for like people like us, then, right? Because it's like you listen to it and you hear it, you're like, all right, like I
getting
guess
some stuff,
and
yeah.
then you go to do it and you're like, wait, and then like you're like trying to figure it out, and then things might click because you heard it, and then because you're doing it now, it's almost like it sits in here, and then you like act it out.
Yeah. Then it,
And then, but you have to keep hearing it sometimes too, and then
Yeah.
keep doing it, and then that's just like practice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, repetition.
I think I may be better with like just hearing.
Mhm.
To me, some people don't like lectures. You know,
Yeah.
sitting down and having somebody just talk because I get
Yeah.
it. I get it. It gets boring,
It
hard to
can be.
stay connected. It can be.
Yeah.
But like I think I've learned from so many great lecturers, but they don't just lecture the whole time. It's part lecture, part back and forth. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
It
like
has to
you're
be that
able to
way.
exactly. So I'm like, but hearing, like when especially now, like my grad school, amazing. Shout out to all my professors at Clark Atlanta. But they be talking. And like we'll read a book, whatever our assigned book reading, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to have this lecture so that they could bring it home for me because I
Yeah.
got some parts,
Like
but
you
I
read it.
need
Yeah.
that. And they be saying stuff, and it literally just ping, and it just sets me off. I'm just like, oh, you needed that, but like I have to hear it because when you say it, then like the concept of it, just the structure of it, hearing it makes it like frame in my mind because I'm a mind mapper. I like to like map things in my mind, so I think
Yeah.
hearing is like because if I see it, it's cool, or if I'm writing it, but like hearing people talk, I think that's what we get.
It like makes things click.
It can click.
Yeah.
I gotta hear it, especially if I hear it said well, because then
Yeah.
it's catchy. Then I'm like, oh, and then I say it. When I say it just how I heard it.
And that's like what a bar is, though, right?
Man,
You know what I mean? Like a bar is like just
That's
like
exactly what a bar
set
is.
of words that just like resonate with you.
quick.
And that's not even like it
easy.
doesn't have to be through music. It just be through simple conversation.
Yeah,
You
for
know?
sure.
And it's wild because like the more like it's like the more intention and the more like boom you piece things together, like the more people are like, oh shit, like I always think of it like it's like a master's, like a real like OG classic song. Every word that's spit on like that 2 minute half
Exactly.
track is just like meant to be
know
there.
that. Yeah,
and that's why we remember it because it resonates. It's like
it hits.
It's a bar.
It's like music, and that's. I was just as crazy. I was just talking with my girl. We was laughing because we was like driving and like had the all the songs on shuffle. So I could get anything. I got all types of music. But it was like an old school song came on or just an older song. We both heard it. And we were like, hey, this is a song, and then we just sing it word for word as if. We listen to it every day.
Yeah, because it's just...
But you not hear it in 5, 6, 7 years and then still know it word for word, cadence for cadence, because that's your mind. That rhythm, it sticks. Yeah.
There's actually something interesting that came up in like a couple episodes ago with this guy named Lord. We were having a conversation and we kind of like... He's been doing music for like 10, 15 years. Like he makes money off his like producing, like full-time music. And... he was saying like he thinks there's like a real like thing where like we're just as human beings like we're just like rhythms and cadences, like melody and flow. You know what I mean? Like he says like you can see it within our babies because like they might not
put
understand,
it on, they gonna start moving.
Yeah, or you can sing to them.
Start moving.
Like it'll just make them like they really hear that because they don't understand language.
Yeah.
So we understand like that.
Yeah, there's vibrations.
The vibrations, it's crazy.
People, this is like stuff I've been trying to get more, learn more about, hear more about, practice and implement in my life. Because those are things that I don't know. They don't teach us in school.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because it makes
the keys of life.
Yeah, which is so strange that we wouldn't get this, but like vibrations like are real. That's like, but sound. That's that's all that is. Like these are vibrations, and it's just like energy itself. People, somebody walk in the room and you're just like, you know them, but you get dark because that's an energy, that's a vibration that you're getting because it touches. And I think people don't. I love it though because I'm like, music that's what it is. It's calling you. It's something that vibration it does stuff to you. It's not it's going to hit you and you going to vibrate too. And that's why you move. That's why you move. It's crazy, but I love it. I'm like, that's dope.
It's also true because like you think about it, like certain artists can put you in a state of emotion. Man, they can make you sad.
Talk about them.
They can make you rage, and that's like like Travis Scott's music, like Chief Keef's music. There's something about
ready to do violence
music. It's just like it gets you up and going. You know what I mean?
And it
like
sounds
DMX,
scary, but it conjures. It sounds scary. People, I don't mean it in a crazy way, but like in the literal sense of the definition, like it's that energy. When it hits you is made in a way that you're going to react, like regardless if you're gonna like it or not, your body's gonna react to it some way somehow. It is. It's just music is it evokes for sure. Really much. That's why certain artists it's powerful because they talk to people, and it don't even certain producers. Because as soon as you hear a beat, you already just put in the mood. You like, this is about to be crazy.
It's like a symbiotic like relationship.
It is
between like the producer.
I love producers
and the artist. How did you start? You still doing music?
Man, we were just talking about this, dude. I'm still like I haven't recorded in a couple years. It's been a minute. Yeah. But I've been definitely still working on my stuff, and I'm about to get back in there. Grad school. I've been telling people, dude. I'm like, look, I'm here to collect a bag.
That's an investment. You don't want to.
I'm not. Certain things like music. To me, it's way more. For me, for the love of it, the enjoyment, the art. So to me, it's not something that, in my life where I'm seeing like, oh, I need to, I got to get this music out so I can eat. Like, I'm not there right now. I'm not there, bro. But no. I need to get this music out so I can eat. No, but that's real. That's real play. No, that's real. I would say it jokingly because I'm goofy, but in all reality, like, no, man, like there's some real talented people, and I'm very talented. I love my music. I love my journey, but priorities. Everybody got their different priorities, and mine's just kind of put it to the side. But we always got some stuff in the kitchen. We always got some stuff in the kitchen.
Like, find you again.
Oh yeah, it's all about timing.
It's just
it's all about timing.
You'll like circle back and it'll be
exactly. There. Jump on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? My family still does it. Shout out to my big cousin, Jonas St. Michael. He still does it. He's he inspires me. He's been doing it for a long time. So got my family out there. You shout out my uncle Anthony. He produces, mixes, masters. That's my guy, my mentor since I was a kid. So they've always pushed me, and they still like, you know, you need to come up in the studio, you know, get some work. But I've been telling them, I'm like, I'm coming, trust me. I'm like, because I miss it, dude. I miss it so much. I be hearing new hot tracks, and I'm like, damn, I would do dirty on this beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be ready, but I'm just like, I gotta give it a little time, But
I remember I'd walk in the room and you'd fucking be on your phone, like, listening
with the beat,
just like
going. It's therapy, dude.
Yeah.
People don't, like, I used to, you know, we could be like, you know, some normal day, whatever, something happened, ruin my mood or anything. Like, be in a mood about something and just go on, get a random beat. Not even thinking to actually do a song, but just doing it just to exert something, just to get that energy off me, just to put it somewhere. Because, you know, I'm a firm believer in not, you know, harboring just negative, you know, negativity, any of that. So music for me is just, it's another one of those escapes, like basketball was, you know what I'm saying? We was out there turning up on people. I was screaming at people. They like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, it's not really about you. I just been working for this my whole life, so I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting to mess people up for some years, and you're here. So
you're the man.
I'm sorry. You're the man in the hot seat.
Wrong place, wrong time for you.
Exactly, man. Yeah, bro. Wrong court, wrong time. You got the quickest person you probably may ever face.
Dude, so what was your like hoop career like? Like, what was like? Because I know did you go to 1 or 2 JUCOs?
Went to 1.
You went to 1.
Yeah. So I like out of high school, no offers. Right. Tried to walk on Chico State. Right. Chico State didn't work out. So then I was just making music. I was going to school, just making music, doing my classes or whatever. My mom was like, she called me one day. Was like, so you just done with basketball? Random, dude. Random. Literally, it was like random Tuesday. Like, you just done with basketball? I'm like, where is this coming from? Yeah. Like, you thinking about this? I'm not even. You thinking about me not playing no more? Like, you know. But she knew. You know, she knew I wasn't. You know,
you should be.
I had more to give. I just, you know, kind of gave up.
Right.
You know, just no offers, and I was just like, I'm over this. But then she kind of gave me a talk, and I was like, all right, you know. And then there was a JUCO, Butte College, right next to Chico. Heard they had a great coach, Coach Critchfield. That's my guy to this day. And I got there, and he was like, honestly, you only got 1 semester, because I was about to get my AA. He was like, you're about to be done, so you kind of gotta hustle. You gotta put your balls to the wall. You feel me? You gotta go crazy. Like, I was just like, all right, let's get it. We got it in. We went to Elite 8. So we got knocked out before the one season in Greenville. Damn. Yeah, Greenville.
I did not know it was just 1 season.
Just 1 season, bro. Yeah, that's all I had. I was about to get after that semester. I got my AA, so I was about to be on to. I was like, if I don't get a scholar, if I don't get a scholarly, I'm gonna just go to another, probably back to Chico State or something, and just get my degree. You know what I'm saying? Be a man. Do what I gotta do. But nah, we was going crazy at Butte. I was throwing through people's legs, people dropping. It was like, I was like, he said one shot. What was his name? He was super cool.
Is it Coach Jackson?
Yes, man, Coach Jackson. Yeah, that was my guy, bro. Yeah, he was super cool. Super cool. But he recruited me, and then, you know, mess around, did the Panther Academy this summer. Met some of the guys, KD, Hari, all them. Yeah. And then we came, bro. I was like my roommate, and I met you, and it was just history, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was supposed to be, I always say this, but I was supposed to be KD's roommate at first.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was supposed to be his, and then, like, on the way there, Coach Jackson was like, hey, man, like, this is going to be a new roommate. It's Josias Parker. He's from LA, from California, so y'all can click on that. He's like, he's a super cool dude, like call me if you need anything. I was like, all right. I was like, all right. And then, like, that was it. I was like, all right. And then the rest was history, bro.
The rest was history, man. I'll tell you, it was just funny. Like, energy-wise, man, I was weak. We was just laughing. It was all right. It was just jokes out the gate. We just clouded.
Right, and that's crazy because I don't, like, remember right after. I don't remember, like...
I don't remember the fine details, like, but I just remember, like, we just, you know, talk about, oh, dang, you feel me, Cali? Oh, that's what's up. I mean, this was cooling, bro. Like, we just started. But what to me was like, you know, it was destiny. I don't believe in accidents. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe the people you meet, connections you make. Like I feel like it's all divine timing. You just gotta wait for it to watch it unfold.
Right.
But us meeting, bro, is crazy because I like you pushed me. You know what I'm saying? Like you pushed me. Like I remember I be tired as hell. I'm like I done we done practice already. I done done some papers. You like you trying to get these shots up, and I'm just like. Not even alive. I think I could get some shots up, like have that, but it you know.
We put in some fucking work there.
But then we was you know, but we was in that library in the lib. We was in that library, boy. That's one thing I tell people. I'm like, I don't care about none of that stereotype stuff about athletes. Like I'm smart, I'm intelligent, and I get good grades, and you gonna respect that bitch, bro. Lived in that thing, bro, like, with the Red Bulls and not your father root beer.
Changing around, like just working the library, bro. Like
it's like
so I remember go get a booth and make rounds and shit. I'll never forget that,
Santi would walk around the library for 2 hours.
Be like a ghost.
Have you sat down yet? You still had a backpack on. He's just like, you know.
He's like, I'm gonna start at like 2 a.m. You're like, what? Like he would do homework at like
the craziest
1
times.
to like 4 or like 3 to 5, and you're like, bro, like you have been here the entire time, but why'd you wait? Like you're in the library state. It's not like you're like doing something else.
Santi is in my life definitely probably top 10 for funniest mugs I had ever met, bro. Santi's that man's a clown.
You just walk around and be like, oh, what's up, man? What are you working on?
Oh, okay.
Man. Like, all right, man. And then just
like, where are you going? Where have you not sat down? You got here 2 hours ago. I've been working on paper.
And then like an hour later,
don't you have homework for this class? He'd be like,
he'd be knowing your assignment all of a sudden. Like he'd be like, you almost done with this paper, dog? Like,
he'd be like, how do you know that? He's not too dumb.
The library was fun though. The library was a fun place to be. Like,
it was just cause everybody. It was fun looking at all the procrastinators. And then be like trying to like make you procrastinate with them. And I'm like, hey. Just cause you not
today.
I gotta get this paper in. Look, you feel me? Look, let me get a couple assignments in while you playing. I'm behind. You feel me?
He said I'm behind. Bro, the road trips too were lit.
Oh, what?
Dude, that's like it all adds up, bro. It was such a great experience, bro.
It does add up. And to me, man, just everything. First year together, we go March Madness.
That was fun as fuck, dude.
Like
I wish we would have took that so bad, bro.
I know. Them boys are shooketh.
Bro, we could have done it. Like that's what's just we could have done it.
Them boys are shook. We had them boys, but you know how that go.
Dude, so what are you studying now?
So now, so I'm doing this master's in African American Studies. Getting that master's African American Studies. I'm still like conducting like a focus, like a thesis because we had to write these theses at the end. So I'm like still getting mine together. But man, I tell you, and man, no, for real, it's been just transforming. It's been transforming. Like it's sick that every day I walk in. I check clock in the Zoom. Like every time we clock in the Zoom, I leave that session transformed in some way, shape, or form in significant ways. Just
that's
from
how it was. Though. I remember that feeling. Yeah.
But see, that's what we was getting with Bernico. So I feel like it's almost the same exact thing, except for it's just Black history. But not just, people think, because I'm gonna be a historian, they're like, you just don't learn about history. I'm like, it's not it's not just learning, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, like it's not, the point is not to just learn about it. The first half is learn about it because it's a chain, you feel me? It has effects and you can see where things splintered and why things are the way today. You can't figure it out unless you know what happened. But to me, it's more the best part that I grab from it is the connections. And they're grooming us to be scholars, like real scholars, and they're serious about it. And they're like, we're gonna make sure you walk out of here official. And they challenge us, and it's real nurturing. And I think that's I love it. I encourage, I highly encourage any Black man, woman to attend HBCU. I do highly recommend, just because. It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's no offense to any other institutions. It's just it's a different experience, an experience that has, in just a year, got my mind in places where I'm like, ooh,
you're feeling it.
I'm feeling. This is what I've been missing from my education. I feel like I've been, you know, at Greenville, I'm working with Teresa Holden, and she's giving me some good stuff with, like, you know, Black history and stuff, and she's giving me gems that I'm like, okay. But now it's I'm like diving in the ocean.
Yeah, it's like a buffet of it.
And it's people, intellectuals, never heard of, and you hear about what they were trying to get people to do and get people to understand and get them to mobilize around. You're just like, at this time, with the Klan running rampant, or this time where just any laws, people could just get, Black people could just get killed, and you're like, these people are superheroes. These people are bigger than anything we could imagine today in terms of bravery. And it just gives me, you know, a lot of pride. A lot of pride.
I can only imagine, dude. It's insane.
A lot of pride, bro. So I've been loving it.
What are like assignments like for?
So when I tell you we read. When I tell you exciting. We are reading books, we are reading books. And you know, Dr. Duke, he was telling us last semester, you know, his favorite thing to say was like, don't get lost in the forest. You know what I'm saying? Or no. He would say, don't get too focused on one tree and try to see the forest. Don't be reading a book and, like, you know, you hit a part in the book where it's like complex, because it be complex theories they talking about. These are real smart people talking about real.
I used to remember those times.
Man, the material that Vertical used to give us. Remember how we would be like this?
Theories were like, what?
You just be like,
you'd be
talking
about?
You like, wait, hold on, say that, and you read it over and over and over. It'd be like that.
That's such a hard feeling to get used to.
Because it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
It's uncomfortable. And I've had to learn, you're not supposed to be comfortable. Yeah. Because there's nothing changing in comfortability.
It's like altering everything you've ever, like, it's like, not altering, it's challenging, like, all the things you already know. You know what I mean? And you're like,
constantly challenging.
Yeah, you're like, wait, I thought it was this way.
You're like, damn, I thought this.
Why is it?
Wait, so y'all saying, wait, what?
Yeah.
So this whole time I've been. So this is just a small gem from this semester that I'm gonna just bring up real quick, just to give you a taste of it. So I have been struggling with this, the idea of Black, right? Okay. Just the idea of Black, right? We read this book called Ontological Terror. Dr. Calvin Warren. Book is sick, and talking about metaphysics and ontology, philosophy dealing with, like, being, like, you know, human beings and what does it mean to be human, you know, that type of philosophy, and then merging that with metaphysics and you know, history and law. So, you know, Black, you know, it wasn't no Black and white people before America. Nobody was like, I'm Black or I'm white. They were Dutch, or they were Zulu, or they were this across the world. These, you know, there's no black and white. So that's a constructed, you know what I'm saying? That's a constructed thing. So just that within itself is fine, right? But to go into talking about Black as being a metaphysical thing, that in order for white society to continue to, you know, stay in power, the concept of Black, like, imagine me being over here and Black being an object, right? And we're gonna put you into this object so that then we can transport you in terms of exploitation, right? But it's like, but the only way it works is to first put you into this, you know. So now I've been all my life, you know, black pride, which, you know, from a historical context, you put it all together and it makes sense. But then when you get to that place where it's like, oh, that's tough, right? Because then if you think about it, right? If you think about it, as a people, how do you know, what do you claim, right? There ain't nobody in Africa you could go back to and say, these are the Black people. Like, no, those people they know they're, you know, all these different types of tribes. Right, they have different races. They're, you know, different ethnic groups, right? Yeah. So it's just like, they're just people, right? But they're not going by that. So it's like, what are you claiming? Well, you're claiming Black, you know, you what am I? I'm Black or African American, right? And then within that comes, okay, so in this society, what is Black? How is that treated, right? metaphysically, black, anything associated with black is terrible. Right. So is it strange that black people go through such terrible conditions when black itself is looked at as a dark demoness thing?
Yeah.
It's not, and so it gets deep, right?
Right.
It gets so deep, and you get all these people talking about a lot of powerful things that I just, have been ready to just burst and just, but it's a process, and you can't just jump the gate. And talk about stuff that you're not prepared to talk about. I'm not going to say I'm an expert, but this is what's happening, right? I'm being transformed into a scholar. I'm being chiseled, and it's just been.
Damn, dude, because I just felt that right now. I was like,
dude, man,
I felt charged up, dude.
Charged up, bro. When we get off class and the Zoom just stops, I'll be like, dude, whoa, no, but people are like, what are you doing? I'm like, I want to teach.
Yeah,
I want to teach, and I want to teach in a way that, if not every time, every other time when you leave my classroom, you're walking out questioning. You're walking out trying to,
or like, I put that.
I've been always like trying to construct that, but I couldn't, and it's because that's what I'm getting, right? And it's this is what I signed up for. This is what this is what I've been waiting for a long time, dude. For a long time. I think that's one thing. I've always been a basketball player. I've always been known as that athlete, but I've always also just loved
many goals,
just learning and just different things. And this aspect of my life right now has been so rewarding, and I can't wait to walk out of Clark Atlanta with a master's. I can't.
That's amazing.
I'm walking out with a bag.
What would your if your life was a storybook, what would the chapter of this life be titled? You know what,
boy. If this was a storybook and this was like a chapter for this a title for this part right here,
you know what I mean? Like whatever, how many pages, like. Where would it start though?
You know what it would be like, and I don't like to. This is not a actual comparison, but this is just a good way to that I'm gonna put it. And I'm gonna put it in this way, biblically, right? With Jesus, and I don't like it, but just when there's a time period where he was just gone. I don't know if a lot of people know that. You know what I'm saying? Like in the Bible, like his age, like jumped from his teens to 30s. Don't know, they don't talk about that little space, right? But he's coming back, enlightened, and he's coming back performing, doing these things. But that space, what's happening, right? Transformation's happening for sure. He was preparing himself to be able to do the things that he's doing. So I feel like that's what this title of this chapter would be he's Ghost, because I've been trying to
You're ghosted right
I'm
now.
Ghosted right now for sure. Cocooned. I'm trying to really prepare myself. And I say that because, I'd say straight. In this society, a black man, an educated black man, is dangerous.
Right, yeah.
It's proven to be dangerous, clearly. Government always killing black leaders systematically in everyone's faces, not hiding it. So it's just like, why is that? But people don't want to address certain like that. But either way, it is what it is.
I think even when it's addressed, it's like so.
It's hard.
Tippy-toed around.
It's because it's tough. You gotta. Tough. But my thing is, I think I'm tired of wanting people to, give a stamp of approval, or that, oh, welcome. It's like, how long do we do this?
Yeah.
Right. How long do black people climb and climb and climb, and no matter how successful, how whatever, any stereotype you can be, you still die. Cops is wild.
Yeah.
The system is wild. But it's not wild, it's designed and it's made for a reason. So it's just, it's tough.
Yeah. It's
tough. And it's like coming into, information and knowing that you want to, rustle some feathers. It's a little, it's like, they don't like when people ruffle them feathers, bro. They don't like it.
They don't. No one does.
No one does. And I get it. But I'm ruffling. I'm getting prepared to ruffle some feathers.
Yeah.
Just because. But I love it though, because with this latest case, we was talking about this earlier. Derek Chauvin.
What's your thoughts on that, dude?
My thoughts are, all my love and appreciation goes out to, the family of George Floyd, but this is a, you know, to me this is a great victory for them. This is a good. I wanted that for them, for their family, but I just hope that people don't forget, or you know, the momentum, because there's a bigger issue, a systemic issue. That is that has to be addressed, you know, and like this is good. But I love that because that needs to be. We shouldn't be. That's the first actual charge on somebody since when, like, you know. Yeah, that's so many other people got away.
It's like the first big case to like
actually
rule.
Yes, so I'm just like. I like that, but like but it makes you say, what does that make you? What does that say about?
It's like that's the system. That's what should have happened, but like
you know what I'm saying? Like I want to. Yay! Yeah, but it's like, but no. This should be normal. Yeah. This shouldn't be.
Right.
It shouldn't be a celebratory moment. It should have just been like, oh yeah, duh.
Exactly.
But but people are on their edge in their seats. Because that's the terror.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that way. It's so clear cut that there should be no doubt.
No doubt.
But there's just been constant like.
Did you see any like the defense arguments?
I think so, but if you know, like, refresh me.
There's just one that I was just like, okay. They be trying, bro. They trying to say like it was the fumes from like it could possibly have been the fumes from the cop car.
Oh, actually, I have heard a few of these. Okay.
Yeah. And I was just like, what? I was like, bro.
Yeah. Well, they said like he's had
like
previous like health issues, but it's like, and I heard this from Joe Budden. He's like, we all have some type of health issues. You can like that's such like a general thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can say that with anything. Like, he had general health issues before, and that's what killed him. It's like, bro, he was living with it before, like totally well. Yeah,
there was only one thing that stood between him and life, and it was this man. Yeah, with a badge and a gun and a knee. Like, so it's just like, you know, it's. Yeah, I'm glad for their family.
I think like hopefully like for the courts it becomes more of a normal, because if that's like the first like okay like and that just like with like kind of trickles down to all other courts where these do becoming normal. You know what I mean? So that might have been, I think it's more monumental in that sense. Hopefully. Yeah. I mean, if not, I mean, you just never know, because like that could have just been like a.
But that's what people are getting at when they say, you know, abolish the police. Yeah. I don't think, you know, with just that short phrase like abolish the police, you know, people are just like, that's chaos, it's anarchy. Yeah. And I'm like,
it triggers something that it shouldn't be. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's taking it too far.
It's like, but what they're saying, in my opinion, it's not just no police. Yeah. But this, how policing started in this country, so racist. Literally, it was just so racist. Like they were literally, before they were patrollers, they were slave catchers. Like that transitioned literally. Facts. And it just property protectors, just protect the property of white people.
Just a bunch of like security guards, pretty much.
Exactly, right. So you're coming out of a place where they're guarding white people's belongings from everyone else, and then it just transitions eventually into this, you know, system to serve the people.
It's that system that was established.
Is still there. So many like chief police that former Klan members. You know, it's a deep history. Let's be real. It's not. It's a very recent history. Yeah. It's not far off. Like you feel me? Like people, that's one thing. People are like, oh, it's so long ago. No. My grandmother. You feel me?
There's still people around.
My father was born in 1972. Yeah. Right, so his mother, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, Emmett Till would still be alive right now.
That's still not even technically old history at all.
It's not.
In the context of actual history,
I feel like at least the century has to go to the next one before you talking about some old. You know what I'm saying? Like, they talking about stuff that happened this century. Yeah. I'm just like, or the last century, but this one kind of just started. So I'm just like, but either way, it's interesting. Yeah. I'm like, it's interesting. So we'll see. But I think they're getting at like, we need to restructure the police, because clearly they're not protecting and serving.
They're failing.
To me, I just think they're too big. I think, and they're too militarized. Like to me, it's like, you know, I seen a post somebody posted, it was like Denver or something. Some other place was trying to break up. You know, you call 911 police, and it's just like niggas pulling with guns, pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Ready, amped. Like, but if it's just a case where it's like somebody that has some psychological, you know what I'm saying, or anything, or maybe not send a police officer, send a therapist, or you know what I'm saying? Like, just different situations, but because they have to deal with so many wide range things, they just always run around just wild, and they need to restructure themselves. This
statement right here is like a little nuance, but also too, when you think about it, like on the ground level and the reality of it, like it's hard for people to change. You know, like especially like
change is difficult.
Like even just for like the like office workers and for like the people, like how it would be handled and everything. Like everyone's gonna have to like relearn their job, and like at the same time, like who teaches these new roles if no one's done it? You know what I mean? So that's what's hard about like. That's what's hard about like.
But it's like crazy because I get that. I definitely get that. But it's like it's not gonna. I don't think it will necessarily have to change on some crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to just actually understand these principles that we've been falsely standing on. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to really, because to me, and it's like all these other places, other countries, they training their police people for a couple of years. I think for us it's like 6 months or something. I'm just like, these people are not equipped,
especially because they're handling like deadly weapons. like messing up at a cashier, like giving somebody like $2 over
it sucks, but accidentally not tasing somebody.
Like that girl that freaking I thought it was my taser.
And she was on the force. They said she was on the force for like 10 plus years. Like, so you're a veteran, because 10 years 10 years to me is you're a veteran. And you thought that your taser was your gun was your taser. Come on, bro.
That's tough.
Come on. I'm like, you feel me? Like, these people are not trained properly. I don't know. It must not be. So to me, it's like we have to fix that. It has to be y'all training. Y'all not getting it. Y'all not getting this protect and serve part. Like, you clearly aren't. Like we're paying your salary for what?
Police is such a hard thing, man. Why is it's been happening for so long?
So long, I mean, ain't shit changed.
Ain't shit changed.
Like, ain't nothing changed. It's kind of, that's why it's like, to me, it's like, if they've been doing the same thing for so long, then it's not necessarily changing. It's like we have to scrap what we thought that was, because that's
insanity at this point, right?
You feel me? Because we were just sitting there like, no, we believe in them. Like, no, I don't. No, I don't believe in these fools. I don't.
Man, well, I mean, it's like the Stanford experiment. You seen that movie? Oh,
you put me on with that one.
Yeah, that one.
You put me on with that. Was such a good.
That one was crazy.
I mentioned that in the paper once because you put me onto that.
That one was crazy.
I mentioned that in the paper. Like, that was such a good experiment.
It's like, it's good. It was definitely like, what would the word be, like
unprecedented.
Yeah, like it would be, those results would be thrown out, but like those are actually real results. Like,
those were like, they conducted that. I was like, what the?
If you just let somebody have all the power like that, you look what happens. Like, just like that.
Just like this. Like, they're acting, literally.
They're acting. No one had.
But they felt it though. They felt that.
That movie's intense.
That movie is intense. I forgot about that for a second. You should watch that on Netflix if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, we're at hour 22 already, bro.
We've been here just talking.
I don't remember what we talked about. Was it cool?
It's crazy.
Some good combos.
Yeah, for sure.
Some good. Sitting down.
Like, that's cool combos. Like, well, we've just been in the flow, man.
Just chilling, man. Yeah, no, we are, man.
Is there anything else we need to talk about right here, dude? We got.
Reminiscing, man.
Close it up,
man. We could close it up.
We've touched a lot. I don't think we missed anything, dude. Because if this was like a podcast series, and we, you know what I mean, but
this is where we are right here.
It's a quick sit down, man. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it, bro. I'm glad we did this. Like, it's huge.
This is. I've been waiting. I told you. I was like, well, I'm gonna come back to Cali.
Yeah. You know what? Like, the huge value in like this podcasting is like this conversation will always live.
You feel me?
You know what I mean? Like,
this conversation will always live.
We'll be like 50 years old, bro, and we can go back to like whatever the podcasting thing is.
Yes.
Recording will be there and be like, man, we were 25 years when we.
You feel me? We did this. Exactly.
Like, that's like a real like. That's like a real memory.
Man,
you know what I mean?
And just to see how far you've come, bro. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, bro. See how far both we come, dude. I mean,
if you're trying, bro, you know we grind. You smooth. You know what I mean? Smooth.
That shit used to be hella funny, bro.
We be on campus. Smooth. People are like, what is that? Like, yeah, be smooth to understand. You feel me?
It's the call, bro. You have to have the right ear to hear it.
You do. You feel me? You gotta hip, you're not hip.
So I'll go ahead and close it out, man. I mean,
close this out, man.
What I like to do though is I like to give my guests the last word. To kind of, give them the time to shout out whoever they want to shout out, or, talk to your future self. Whew. It's just kind of like your last words on a mic, and then when you pass it on over, bro, I'm going to go ahead and close it out, and we'll be out this thing. Man, final words and comments. Final words and comments, dude. Clean it up. Clean her up.
Man, final words and comments, man, is just, man, it's tough out here right now. Just, coming out of COVID, there's all this craziness going on. And just, just love, man. Get out there and show some love. That's it. That's all I got. Always, love. If you see me on the street, say what's up. You know what I'm saying? I don't bite. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. We're going to be back. I'm going to make a trip back out here in Fresno, too, so we could.
I'm about to take a trip up there.
You're going to have to come down to the.
Hey.
I'm like, you got to come down. But that's it, man. Spread love. Be happy. Stay healthy. Wash your damn hands. And smoke you a bowl. You feel me? Wash your hands and smoke you a bowl. Hey, have a good one.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on. And thank you guys for listening. It's been the Sit Down Podcast. And I'll see y'all next week. Peace.